All right, so this is my third try at recording. I want to get on here and talk about Charlie Kirk before I start my workday in hopes that then maybe I can focus better on other stuff. But it's hard to know what to say. I'm very upset by his murder, and I do want to make it clear that Charlie Kirk, in some ways, was a role model for me. I started speaking about politics more about a year ago when it was in preparation for the 2024 election, and I really just wanted to do a deeper dive into some of the issues that I had done before, that I had been sort of like, like hearing some news, but not really like looking at a bunch of different sources and their takes on the same sort of material. And when I did that deep dive, I mean, I already knew there was a liberal bias in the media, but I was really horrified. First of all, at the extent of the bias that I was seeing that was being passed off as not partisan media, but legitimate mainstream media, but just also the way that I saw everyday liberals demonizing conservatives. And I don't want to make this a bipartisan, well, both sides do it. No, I want to make it clear. I have seen it a lot more from the people on the left than the people on the right, of calling people who have different opinions all kinds of hateful names about how they're Nazis, they're racist, anti-feminist, whatever. And I saw it, and I saw conservatives going undercover and not wanting to sort of talk about their beliefs because they were not hateful and they hated to be seen that way. And I saw this happening, and I was like, oh my God, somebody needs to do something. People need to speak up for themselves. The more conservatives are not speaking up, the more they're just being caricaturized and just seen as literal Nazis. It's an upsetting world to live in. And I saw that, and then I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe I can do that. Maybe I can speak up. And so I started doing that, with these videos and this writing. But I don't think I have seen anybody really get in the ring and start conversations about things that matter with people who hate him and disagree with him the way Charlie Kirk did. He would show up. I mean, what is he known for? He is known for showing up on college campuses. And if you don't know, you can go Google it, look into it more. College campuses are the most liberal places on earth, the most radicalized places on earth. The faculty are very extremely liberal. Charlie Kirk was coming into an atmosphere with many, many people who hated him. And he would set up his tables, his prove me wrong table, where people would come up and debate him. And he would talk back, and he would talk back with all kinds of facts and statistics under his belt to support his argument, because he wanted to get his ideas out in an environment that was known for not giving a platform to those ideas. I admire him so much, and I am inspired by him. And I just want to say, I was talking to someone the other day who was saying, this might make other people scared to speak up because look what can happen. And it's a legitimate point. I will say, for me personally, it has not done that. I think it's actually inspired me, because I'm reminded of the saying, when you know what you'll die for, you know what you live for. And I hate that he died. I mean, he was so young. He had so much work ahead of him and so much more that he could have done. But now that he's gone, other people need to take up the mantle and continue that fight to not be silenced and to engage in discussion with people who disagree with you. And I really just, I don't think there's much that is more important than speaking up for what matters and engaging in discussion, bringing the facts to the table, listening to other people, getting people who hate you and don't agree with you to have those conversations. And that's exactly what he was doing. And I want to post this video because I've made some comments on social media that I think are a little more like bipartisan, towing the line, not really speaking up and praising him and saying I am grieving him and I liked him. And I just want to make that explicit, that I admire him and I am now grieving him.